In today's video, I'm going to show you how to install these LED lights into your computer case. The first thing you are going to need are the LEDs themselves, the controller, and the receiver. These can all be bought in a kit, which is what I did. There are several different types of LEDs, but I will be using the 50/50 non-waterproof 300 LED per meter rolls of LEDs. The difference between the different types of LEDs are the waterproof ones have a silicone coating over the LEDs to protect them from the weather, but we obviously don't need this if we are using them for a computer case. The 50/50 stands for the type of LED, and 50/50 is the brightest. 300 per meter means there are 300 LEDs per meter. There is also 150 LED per meter type. I also bought this 1:2 splitter, which is optional. I will show you what I used mine for in a little bit. You will also need a male Molex adapter, which I already had laying around. You are going to take the red and black wires and pull them out of the casing. This will leave you with a yellow and black wire right next to each other. This will give us the 12 volts we will need to power the LED receiver. You are going to strip the other ends of the red and yellow wire and connect two wires. The black wire is ground or negative, so I connected a black wire. The yellow is positive, so I connected a red wire. You are going to take the back of the receiver box and use a hacksaw to slowly cut off a portion. Once you cut off that portion, you will be able to open the rest of the box, and you are going to have to unsolder the DC jack, the power jack, and you are going to solder on your wires from your Molex adapter. After this, you will have a controller or a receiver box with one end cut off, and that end has a Molex adapter connected to it. Next, you are going to need your roll of LED tape and probably some scissors. You're going to have to find a good place to put the LED tape inside your computer case. I found the best place for mine is the cover to the computer case. This does require a lot of cutting and soldering. Also, if you're putting yours on the cover, make sure that everything clears when you place the cover back on your computer. Another reason I put this on the cover is so it is not visible from the outside of the case. The LED tape does not stick very well, so make sure you use some other adhesive to help hold it down. On the corners, I had to solder a bunch of wires. Make sure if you do cut them and solder that you make sure all of the correct rails are lined up. So the 12 volt needs to go to the 12 volt, the blue needs to go to the blue, the red to the red, the green to the green, etc. After setting everything up, I decided that mine was a little bit dim just because you're not actually staring into the LED itself. So I decided to add another strip on the bottom of my case, as you can see, just to help it out a little bit. So I used one of the little adapter things and soldered the wires straight onto it. Make sure you solder them with the 12-volt rail first, and then blue, red, green. In the picture, I'm using the yellow wire for the blue. And make sure you do not follow the color on this thing, because they're not right. Just for reference, the 12-volt rail lines up with the arrow on the connectors. The last thing you need to do is plug everything up and make sure it works. Also, make sure your IR sensor is visible for the remote. If you like this video, please like it, comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.